My name is Graeme. I live in Scarborough. I'm here because I'm concerned about the undermining of democracy in Western Australia. And Scarborough is a point, it's a region, an area that's been seriously, it's where democracy has been shown to be seriously undermined. I've played an active role as a member of the public in developing the Scarborough Development Plan and design guidelines. That took about 3 years to come to fruition. It was controlled by, or under the auspices of the MRA, Metropolitan Regional Authority, the development of that plan, and it was subsequently approved by Parliament, formally approved. Shortly after it was approved, there was a major developer, Three Oceans Development, put forward a proposal for two huge tower blocks in Scarborough. One was 44 stories high, the other one was 38 stories high. In the area they proposed to place these buildings, the maximum height under the development plan for Scarborough was 18 stories. Consequently, when the first application went forward to the MRA, it was rejected, rightly so. But unfortunately, the McGowan government intervened. They subsequently appointed a new board, which was stacked with people with a strong leaning towards property developers. You can look at the CVs and you'll see what I mean. When Three Oceans Development put in a second application with a higher, what was higher, that application with the new board was approved by the MRA. The government had intervened, appointed a new board, and that new board was sympathetic to developers, and that's what happened. Now, it's going to be said, and I feel it's, I need to say it, that I feel that the government has done a tremendous job in protecting us from the COVID virus. But we're seeing a situation where it appears that the old adage that corruption corrupts and power corrupts and absolute power corrupts absolutely. Because what appears to be happening now is because the Three Oceans Development were given permission to build a 44-storey building and a 38-storey building, they subsequently stopped that development because of, I believe, financial issues and financial and country issues, I believe. But since that development was approved, there's been several proposals to build very large buildings in Scarborough. You get the latest one is a 24-storey development in the corner of West Coast Highway and Manning Street. So the maximum height for a building there is 8 stories. But the developers now believe they have carte blanche to build anything they want in our neighbourhood. The sad thing is that they are allowed to, well, not the sad thing, but one of the points about the development plan is that they do get permission to build a bit higher, so maybe another 6 stories, if they meet certain criteria. One of the criteria is that there should be design excellence. I haven't seen any of the buildings. My background's in architecture, and I haven't seen any building that's gone up in Perth recently, any of the large buildings that could be considered to have comply with that requirement. Design excellence doesn't happen. And that other thing that they're meant to do is provide special areas for the members of the public, things that would help the local community, such as the bridge across West Coast Highway that Three Oceans Development had originally included in the development plan, but that was subsequently scrapped and was never to be seen again. So I'm concerned about our democracy is being undermined in this country by the government.